Good morning, everybody. I hope you've had a great week at school or with your virtual learning. We welcome you this morning to Sunday school, to our sacred space. Now I ask that everybody take their shoes off and kind of get the wiggles out, get ready to go in and listen to some amazing stories. And we're going to have an awesome time together this morning. Are you ready to enter the sacred space?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Godly Play here at St. Luke's in Denver. I'm so happy that you're here to see our lesson this morning. But before we start, I'd like to move the arrow on the circle of the church year. And now, Kathleen has a really good song for us this morning. Kathleen?
All right, we're singing Jesus Went to Be Baptized. I'm going to play it for you once through so you know how it goes, and then we'll do it again and sing along.
Jesus went to be baptized at the river Jordan. John the Baptist was waiting at the river Jordan.
Into the water Jesus went, and there he found out what it meant to be the Son of God. The heavens opened and down flew a dove as a sign of God's great love for the Son of God.
Jesus went to be baptized at the river Jordan. John the Baptist was waiting at the river Jordan.
Okay, so we'll try it.
Jesus went to be baptized at the river Jordan. John the Baptist was waiting at the river Jordan.
Into the water Jesus went, and there he found out what it meant to be the Son of God. The heavens opened and down flew a dove as a sign of God's great love for the Son of God.
Jesus went to be baptized at the river Jordan. John the Baptist was waiting at the river Jordan.
Okay, and now we'll sing In the Wilderness. I'll play it once for you and then we'll sing it.
"40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness, Jesus prayed and sought God's light in the wilderness. And God was there in the wilderness, protecting him from harm. And God is there for you and me, so do not be alarmed. 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness, Jesus prayed and sought God's light in the wilderness."
All right, so let's go ahead and try it. 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness, Jesus prayed and sought God's light in the wilderness. And God
the wilderness. Jesus prayed and sought God's light in the wilderness.
Wow, that was great. Perfect for this season, I think. So our lesson today is Faces of Easter 3 and 4, but we're also going to do 1 and 2 that we did last week. In the beginning, a child was born. God chose Mary to be the mother of God. Listen to the words. God chose Mary to be the mother of God. The Word became a wordless child. And when the baby looked into the face of the mother Mary, he could see the cross there. And when he looked into the face of the Father Jesus, the cross was there too. And the Father Jesus and the Mother Mary held the baby close, and the baby grew. The baby grew and became a boy. And when Jesus was about 12 years old, he went with the Mother Mary and the Father Joseph and other people from Nazareth down to the great city of Jerusalem for one of the high holy days. And after the celebration was over, the people from Nazareth headed back home. And as they were walking along, suddenly Mother Mary and Father Joseph realized that Jesus was no longer with them. They hurried back into the city, and they looked everywhere. They looked in the narrow, dark streets. They looked in the marketplace where they had bought their food. They looked in the place where they had slept. They looked everywhere. They spent 3 days and 3 nights looking for Jesus. And suddenly they thought, well, maybe he's in the temple. And when they went to the temple, there he was. He was sitting, talking with the rabbis, the priests. And as they talked, he listened because they knew so much. Because he wanted to learn more. And when he talked, they listened because he seemed to know so much. And when the Mother Mary and the Father Joseph came up to him, they asked that question that all parents ask. Why did you do this? And Jesus said something very strange. He said, didn't you know I needed to be in my Father's house? And Mother Mary and Father Joseph didn't understand that because their house was in Nazareth next to Joseph's carpentry shop. They didn't understand, but they didn't forget. The boy grew and became a man. When Jesus was about 30 years old, he went down to the river Jordan to be baptized by his cousin John. Look, here's John. Here's the back of John's head. He was a wild man. And Jesus walked down into the river Jordan and walked up to John and said, baptize me. And John looked at him as if for the first time and said, no, you are the Messiah. You must baptize me. And Jesus said, no, you are to come before me and prepare the way. Baptize me. And Jesus went down into the darkness and the chaos. And when he came into the light, some people said they thought they saw a dove hovering over Jesus' head. And other people thought they heard a voice saying, this is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. After Jesus was baptized, he went across the river Jordan into the wilderness. And he was there 40 days and 40 nights, and there wasn't very much to eat or to drink. Then he heard a voice, and the voice said to him, "Turn over that rock, turn it into a loaf of bread, so that you can eat." And Jesus said, "Man, humans do not live by bread alone." Then it was as if he was on top of the temple in Jerusalem. And the voice said to him, "Throw yourself down, and the angels of God will catch you before you hit the ground." And Jesus shook his head and said, "No, we must not distrust the will of God." And finally, it was as if he was so high up in the air he could see all the kingdoms of the world. And the voice told him, "Bow down to me and worship me, and I will make you a king over all those kingdoms." And Jesus said, I am to be a king, but not that kind of king." And Jesus went back across the river Jordan to do his work. Well, now I wonder if you have anything in your home, anywhere in your home, that could help us tell the story so far as we have learned about it. The baby Jesus, the boy of 12 who was lost in the temple and found. Jesus the man when he was baptized by John. And then Jesus when he was in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights. Thank you for being here today. Let's close with a prayer. Dear God, thank you for bringing us together. And thank you for our story, helping us to understand the mystery of Easter and to prepare better through Lent for Easter. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We hope that you enjoyed our Godly Play lesson and the wonderful music that you just got to sing along to. We hope you go into your week feeling amazing and that we will see you again here next Sunday.